At 2:14 a.m. on a cold February night, a 911 call hit the system in rural Pennsylvania, a place where nothing trends and nothing happens, except this call did, because it lasted only 9 seconds and ended with a sound dispatchers could never explain. A low, distorted tone that didn't match any known background noise, human voice, or electronic interference, and before the line went dead, a young woman whispered 5 words that would later haunt investigators and turn this case into one of the most searched unsolved mysteries in the United States in 2025. I think it found me. The caller was identified as 27-year-old Evelyn Carter, a data analyst who worked remotely for a cybersecurity firm. No criminal history, no known enemies, no mental health issues, and no reason to disappear. Police arrived at her farmhouse 7 minutes later. The front door was wide open. Lights were on. Her laptop sat open on the kitchen table, still recording a screen capture. A cup of coffee was warm to the touch. Evelyn was gone. No signs of forced entry. No strage. No blood. No footprints in the snow except her own, which ended abruptly in the middle of the driveway as if she had simply stopped existing. Inside the house, detectives found something even stranger. Every mirror was covered with towels, blankets, or duct tape, except one, in the hallway near the back door, and on that mirror, written from the inside in what later tested positive as Evelyn's own blood, were the words, "IT doesn't like to be seen." At first, police assumed panic, a breakdown, maybe a staged disappearance, but that theory collapsed within 24 hours when her laptop footage was reviewed. The screen recording showed Evelyn working normally until 1:47 a.m., when her mouse stopped moving. For nearly 3 minutes, nothing happened. Then the webcam activated on its own. Evelyn slowly turned toward the camera, eyes wide, not scared exactly, but confused, like someone listening to something no one else could hear. She stood up, walked toward the hallway, and stopped in front of the uncovered mirror. The audio spiked with the same distorted tone heard on the 911 call. Then the video glitched. When the feed returned, the hallway was empty. Evelyn never appeared again. Cybercrime experts were brought in and confirmed the webcam and screen recorder had not been hacked externally. No malware, no remote access. Everything was initiated locally. That raised a question no one could answer. If no one else accessed the system, why did it behave as if something had? As news spread, internet sleuths discovered something even more unsettling. Evelyn had been posting anonymously on a now-deleted forum thread titled, "The Reflection Delay." In it, she described noticing that her reflection didn't always move at the same time she did, just a fraction of a second late, subtle enough to ignore at first, until one night she waved at the mirror and her reflection didn't wave back. Instead, according to her post, it smiled. Friends said she never mentioned this to them, never joked about it, never showed fear, but the posts told a different story. She wrote about covering mirrors, about hearing a low hum late at night, about feeling watched only when she could see herself. The final post, uploaded 3 hours before she vanished, read, "It learned my schedule. It knows when I'm alone. If I don't look, it gets closer." Police dismissed the forum as fiction until something happened that changed the case forever. 3 weeks after Evelyn disappeared, a state trooper pulled over an abandoned vehicle 90 miles away. Inside was her phone, powered on, undamaged, sitting on the passenger seat. The lock screen wallpaper had changed. It was a photo of Evelyn standing in her hallway, facing the mirror, but the reflection was not hers. The metadata showed the photo was taken at 2:16 a.m., 2 minutes after the 911 call, even though her phone records showed no camera usage at that time. When forensic analysts enhanced the image, they noticed the reflection's eyes were open wider than humanly possible, and the smile was wrong, stretched in a way facial muscles don't move. The phone contained one unsent text draft addressed to no one. It said, "If you're reading this, it means I looked away." At this point, the story exploded online. True crime channels, Reddit threads, TikTok breakdowns, all trying to rationalize what couldn't be rationalized. Some said psychosis, others said an elaborate hoax. But then another disappearance happened. In Oregon, different name, same age range, same profession, same 9-second 911 call, same sound, Same final words. It's standing where I was. Investigators quietly linked the cases, but NE never told the public. What they couldn't hide, however, was the CCTV footage from a gas station near the Oregon victim's home. The woman is seen entering the restroom alone. 30 seconds later, the lights flicker. When they stabilize, the restroom is empty. She never exits. No hidden doors. No ceiling access. No explanation. On the mirror above the sink, written in condensation, one word appeared: seen. By the end of 2024, there were 7 confirmed cases across 5 states, all with similar patterns, all officially labeled as voluntary missing persons despite overwhelming inconsistencies. In early 2025, a former FBI contractor broke silence in a leaked email, claiming the Bureau had opened an internal file unofficially named Project Glass. According to the email, analysts noticed one impossible common detail. In every case, nearby digital clocks, phones, and smart devices recorded a time discrepancy of exactly 47 seconds during the disappearance window. Not missing time, duplicated time, as if the moment repeated but only for the victim. The contractor vanished 2 days after the leak. His apartment was found empty, bathroom mirror shattered from the inside. No body, no suspect. The FBI denied everything. Today, the Evelyn Carter case remains unsolved. No arrests, no remains, no explanation. The farmhouse was demolished, but locals say at night, if you pass the property, your headlights sometimes reflect off something that isn't there anymore. And here's the part no one can explain. Every year on the anniversary of her disappearance, emergency services receive a call from a disconnected number, 9 seconds long, static, a low hum, and a voice that sounds less human each time, whispering the same question. Can you see me now? If you have a theory about what really happened, drop it in the comments. If you believe some mysteries are better left unsolved, hit like. Subscribe for more real unsolved cases shaking the US in 2025, and share this story before.